guys, welcome back to the channel. My friends having a great day today. So, we're headed out to go do, well, one of the ways to make money. You guys know the whole deal with doing the dump. As you guys can see, we have this door closed because it's broken. Our luck with stuff breaking this week has been awful because the key is broken, as all of you guys know, and now the garage door's broken. So the Chevy's parked out here. We have the truck loaded up and ready to go. So that's what we're going to do today, is go to the landfill and get this taken care of. So we can, well, I can earn money. Then I have some cleaning to do at the house when I get back, as well as some schoolwork to do. So, all in all, it's going to be a mess of a day, but we're going to make the best of it. And, yeah, I'm going to catch you guys later on when I leave the landfill, and we can talk about some cool stuff. And when I get back, I'll record doing some cleaning and stuff like that. So, let's get on the road. Alright guys, so we just got back from the dump. I wound up just wanting to enjoy myself and drive home a little bit too much. I've been thinking about actually pulling the footage off my dash cam and just looking at it because I just thought it'd be kind of fun. I may or may not have done a pull on my way home that was on dash cam, so if I do it, I might put it in at some point. But we're back at the house now, pretty much. I don't have a whole lot to take care of today in terms of normal, like I've got a writing assignment to do, and that's due tomorrow. Procrastinating a little bit, and we're gonna be cleaning in here a little bit. So this is my living room. As you guys can tell, I'm walking in right now with this light on, and pretty much I'm gonna be dusting everything, cleaning it up, and all that stuff, helping out a little bit. I did the kitchen last weekend, which has since been quite dirty because it's the kitchen. But, yeah, so check this out, actually, since I've just turned the camera over here. For all you guys that are Star Wars fans that watch this channel, which I know a lot of you guys are, my cousin actually made this for my dad for Christmas. It's like a clone trooper kind of deal. The visor's kind of not in it right now, but my dad's a huge Star Wars fan. I mean, all of us here in the house are. Maybe not my mom, but the entirety of the rest of us are. So it was kind of cool. It's obviously for decoration. It's not like you can take this to the drag strip or anything. But it does have me idea now of whenever I do get my drag helmet, getting it painted like this or something. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. But you guys can tell we have a lot of like just neat little goodies and stuff in here. You know, we just got a lot going on. But we're going to do all that today. I've got to do my writing assignment later. Yeah, if I have time, I'm going to pull the footage off the dash cam. So, also going to take my brother and sister later because the key is still broken. But we've got good old Lola here with us now. She's such a good dog. She's a goofball. Oh, you want up? This is going to take a minute. She's not really good at jumping up here anymore. There we are. So, if you guys are new and don't know what Lola is, this is my Dachshund Jack Russell mix. She's super sweet, super quiet. She doesn't like bark a lot or anything. She doesn't like the camera very much either. You guys can see. Oh, maybe she does. But she's such a good dog. We've had her for quite a while now. I think we're going on 6 years, almost 7 years now. And she's just really good. She still acts like she's still a really small puppy, even though she's full grown. She's like I said, a mini, so she's kind of small. She's a little bit big for a mini in terms of like weight, but that's just fine. No health problems, at least yet, that we can vouch for with her. But super good dog. Love this one. If you love dachshunds and stuff like that, dachshunds are just awesome. Hayden's dog Peanut's like a full bred dachshund, and it's just super fun. It's honestly hilarious because this one is part Jack Russell, and Jack Russell's usually super energetic and hyper and wanting to run around and stuff, and dachshunds are usually really chill and don't want to do anything. This one is really chill, and Hayden's dog, which is a full bred dachshund, is very energetic. So I just find it kind of hilarious. These two pretty much have flip personalities. It's almost like they're related in some way, even though, well, Hayden's dog is full bred and this one isn't. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do all the stuff I needed to do today. Do you have anything you want to say, Lola? I guess not. But we're going to do all we got to do today, which, like I said, is just cleaning in here and stuff like that. And I'll close this video out later on whenever I do that, whenever I get done with all that stuff. So it's been a good bit of time since I last updated you guys on the video. I got everything done around the house I wanted to do today. Still haven't done my writing assignment yet, but it's not due until tomorrow, like I said earlier, so no biggie yet. At least I'm going to try to do it after I finish this. But as you guys can see, we're back home. Chevy's back in the garage. My mom had a job interview today, so thankfully that went pretty well, it seems like. Look how, I actually didn't even notice this until now. Look how heavily marred up the paint on this car is. My mom had said already before that if she had noticed this when she was looking at the car, she probably wouldn't have even got this car, despite the fact that it only has 30,000 miles. Like,
Someone takes these things. People who drive cars like this always take these things to those automatic car washes. If you guys don't know how bad those are, don't take your car through them. They ruin the paint. My mom still does it anyway, but the paint is like so bad. And, like, I guess it's dirty, and that's what makes it so noticeable. But I'm gonna go get the SD card out of the dash cam today, and we're gonna do some digging into what happens when I park the truck, because I used to, when I first got it, I didn't keep it plugged in because I didn't trust this battery in the truck, but it's been just fine. So we're gonna see what, if anything, has happened behind the scenes. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this SD card out, which is just a micro USB, or micro SD. It looks like, just like what's in my GoPro. So this is a 4 gig card, class BC, class CB, class C6. I don't know. It's some brand I've never heard of. I tend to use SanDisk in all my stuff. I know this isn't tech stuff, but that's kind of that. So we're actually coming up soon on the 2-year mark with the tunes. So I'll probably do another video on that very soon. I'm curious to see what all is actually on this card, because like I said, I've been using it every single day since I got it, and I leave it plugged in when I'm parked. So I guess we'll have to see what's going on. And it only records in 5-minute increments, so it's probably, if it's not already overwriting stuff, it's going to be full of stuff on here. So from me just driving with Hayden to me going to school and stuff like that. So I guess we'll see if there's anything cool on here. I don't even know if it records audio, but we're going to go back inside and see what's going on with this thing. So like I said, records about, it looks like it only records about 3 minutes at a time. I thought it was 5. But the quality is something to be asked for. It's supposed to record in 1080p, but this is like some of the worst recording I've seen. It makes this FoPro look bad. But yeah, I mean, it catches it. It's clear enough to get stuff. Like, you can read these license plates like clearly. This was just talking about some of the road work that's going on around my house right now. They've got all this like closed off, and it's a mess. And I can't stand it. But they're making a roundabout there for some odd reason. I don't know why they don't just put a normal intersection in. They've got this here. If you guys have ever like been near stuff like this, these plates in the road, they suck. I really hate dealing with them. Mainly because I have my tires, while they're not like rubber bands or anything, they're kind of thin. So these will definitely do some damage to either the tire or the wheel if you hit it hard enough. So I go like stupid slow over these things, as you'll see here in a second. I slow down like a crawl. So it doesn't look like it catches the wreck itself. It was when I got stuck here. Yeah, it doesn't catch the wreck on this clip. So it's probably only 19 here. So you'll see right here, this white truck here. He, for whatever reason, you see most of these cars are hopping over in this turn lane here and going around everybody. Unfortunately, this truck doesn't get the memo, and as you can see here, decides to stay really close and almost takes the mirrors directly off of my truck. As you can see, every car behind him is following with the cars in front of this truck. I get it that that's their lane pretty much, but that's how traffic was kind of behaving there, and that guy just didn't get the memo. That seems to be that was like the only incident that was really caught on this camera. It looks like I did do a little bit of a pull here in a second. This was the clip following. I think I'm about to go back outside and close this video out there, because I do want to change it up a little bit and talk with the truck outside. So let's do that.
Alright guys, so it's time to wrap this video up. So I hope you guys enjoyed just this quick little like day in the life kind of video. I know I didn't like do anything crazy with the cars or anything today, but the truck behind me is still looking fantastic. Proximity locks actually want to work for once, I guess because I have nothing in my pockets to block the signal. But pretty much tomorrow, the plan is today when you guys are seeing this video, I'll be ordering the bulbs and everything to do our custom headlight install. If you guys haven't been paying attention or new to the channel or something like that, I've got a brand new set of these black housings and lenses and stuff like that, because you guys can't really see it too well on camera, but this is, I made a whole video talking about why I'm replacing these. These are much better. This one particularly is a much better example to go with. I've got custom projectors waiting inside. I've got halos. I've got 110mm halos. You guys want to see the unboxing, go check that out up here. I plan on buying my new Magnaphone mufflers, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to wind up holding off on that until the engine project starts, because it'll just be kill all the birds with one stone here and just get while the engine's apart, go ahead and get the exhaust put on. Pretty much from there, I've got a couple of cosmetic things I'm thinking about doing, because I'll have the money for it, because I'm not planning on spending my entire budget on this. So I've been thinking about doing a lightning tailgate spoiler, simply just a little spoiler that just comes out. It kind of, I might have some issues right here with this molding, because it does stick out actually a lot farther than it is on the F-150 flare side, which is what the tailgate's from, and that's why it's pretty much able to use the lightning spoiler, because it just snaps right in here. At least to my knowledge, compatibility shouldn't be an issue. I may be wrong, so I may be able to prove me wrong. This thing's covered in water spots in the back for some reason. So that's interesting, but as well as a tonneau cover, because I'd like to get, like, I don't think it's going to add that much miles per gallon, but it'd be kind of nice just to have the cover over this. And I was looking at a vinyl kind of hatch style top, so you just pop down the tailgate, pop that up. It'd be great for going on road trips and stuff like that, because especially once I clean the bed out, we can put suitcases and stuff like that and carry on bags and stuff in here and drop the hatch down and go on our way. And plus it'll make it to where this isn't a big parachute, and I might be able to get some gas mileage out of it, because anyone who knows these trucks knows gas mileage are not one of these things strong suits. It's been actually doing quite well. I got about 180 miles in a half tank, maybe a touch more than a half tank, so give or take about 12 gallons or so, which is fantastic, really. 185 miles is a lot for me, so getting that is kind of cool. We are going to try to finish the door handles here soon. Next week's video should be kind of interesting, because I'm going to talk to Michael about it and see how he's doing this weekend, because my dad, a lot of you guys know my parents, aren't really down with this whole building the race daily hybrid truck idea. And my dad wants me to get this thing compression tested just to get an idea of where the condition of this engine's in. So Michael just happens to have a compression tester as well as the know-how on how to do this. So I've been really holding off on this because I didn't want to know how bad of condition my engine was in, but this might be something useful for you guys, just to see, curiosity, how a 239,000 mile motor would be like on a compression test. So it does make some odd noises here and there, which is part of why I'm so big on replacing it, besides wanting to hold power. So like I talked about in the last video, with the amount of money I'll have, and once I'm eventually paid back for the loan I gave out, we will be able to either paint this thing or supercharge it, which is going to be kind of crazy, because kind of didn't expect it to come this soon. I kind of thought it'd be another year or two before I was even able to remotely supercharge this thing, but that could be very soon. It was a tough decision for me, because I was thinking about doing the supercharger or doing some computer stuff, because I'm getting to the point where I might need to start looking into upgrading my gaming setups and all that jazz, but car stuff. So I think a given will definitely be the tonneau cover, and possibly the lightning spoiler. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to fit with this molding here. The flare side has the exact same molding on it. It's just not quite as thick. It's a little bit more flush fitting than this is, so that might cause some issues. We might have to do like some trimming around the edge of the spoiler or something like that to make it fit, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Hopefully it'll just go right over it. It might look a little funky, but I actually really like the idea. Duraflex sells a laser style, they call it, of that, so that'd be kind of nice to have. Just go right across here. It would replace this. It would replace this little trim piece right here, and we'd be good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much the truck in a nutshell right now. Like I said, this as far as like the supercharger goes and stuff like that, that's all pretty much up for, debate right now. It's not a confirmation. I'm talking about it just to tell you guys that the possibility is there. I'm not going to confirm nor deny that it's happening at this point, because I can't tell you. But me and my friend Josh on Late Parts Pro, I talked about this last video, have been pretty good talks about it to get it done. So who knows? We might have a new engine and a supercharger in this truck before August, which would be insane. Have a 400 horsepower truck before my birthday. So that's really all I want to say here, though. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on this thing coming soon. We've got a lot going on. Like I said, custom lights are getting ready to be done once I can get the bulbs and stuff like that, which I'm doing tomorrow. I need to figure out whether I'm going to need adapter harnesses or not, because the specific bulbs I looked at didn't have any sort of adapter harness or anything, so that might be something I need to look into. From there, it's time for all the fun stuff to start. Pretty much, just to talk about what the truck needs for me to be satisfied, I guess you can say, is the supercharger setup, obviously. But pretty much I'm going to be running a set of possibly Raystar or Welds on the back. Not a permanent thing. I'll run the motives on the street any chance I get. But for track use, I want to have those, not necessarily because I need the extra grip. I've said it before. I don't need the extra grip because it's not going to make enough horsepower to probably even blow these off. But It'll be nice for just not burning the street tires up and being able to kind of save them for the street and save the track wheels for the track. So that way, maximize longevity of both tire setups. Is it more expensive? Yeah, but in the end, it'll be better to maintain longevity of tires and stuff like that. Obviously the cosmetic stuff like the tonneau cover and stuff like that would be just nice additions in general. The exhaust setup, the MagnaFlow setup, but mainly the one thing this thing is in desperate need of to race, and that is unlimited slip diff. Because if you guys did know, two-wheel drive trucks like mine didn't come with an LSD. We got the open diff. Still have 73 years in the end, but we don't get limited slips. That's a huge thing for me. Obviously, you don't have one tire fires and stuff like that. You want to be able to actually use your power quite well. So LSD is almost a must. Thankfully, this is an 8.8, so it is compatible with the Cobra diff as well as the GT500 diff. Both of those are compatible with this. 31 spline axles, stuff like that. The stock axle should be plenty fine for 400 wheel. I don't expect to be having axle issues. I'm more worried about the drive shaft than anything. But I don't think it's going to have any issues yet. But pretty much that's all I can think of right now. We've already got lightweight-ish seats in the front. I think you guys know my bucket seats we've got going on in here. It's a lot lighter than the stock seats for sure, but that's really the only weight reduction this truck has is different front seats. If not, it has some more weight added on. I actually weighed in this morning when I was at the dump, and I'm assuming with me out of it, I'm about 260 pounds or so, which I know might be hard to believe, but with everything, with trash in it as well, it weighed right around 200 pounds. So give or take me out of it, take the garbage out of it, which is probably about 60 pounds, maybe close to 80 to 100 in total with all the bags. This thing weighs about 3,700 pounds, which is kind of insane for a truck this light. Most of the time, 3,900 probably is a more accurate number. This truck's actually kind of light, especially with this car right here being a 4-cylinder and a manual and pretty much a hatchback station wagon type deal. Weighs 3,500 pounds. So my little brother and I have always butted heads with these two cars about which one would be faster, because he makes about 170 horsepower. This thing makes 210 stock, but I've got a tune on it and stuff like that. And when the motor had, didn't have 239,000 miles on it. So, I mean, it would be a close race, maybe. I think my tunes would edge me out just a bit. But, like I said, this car is down right now as well, so needs a clutch, and it'll be back up and running. And I don't even know if it needs a clutch. It might just need a leak to be fixed, which is what I think is wrong. I think it's a slave cylinder issue, but we don't know that just yet. But this car is awesome. It's just a fun little car. But, yeah, that's kind of just what's going on here. So, like I said, we'll have more actually good content coming soon. I know a lot of the people like to think I just do filler content and I don't do actual fun content. There's been just a waiting period of sorts, and we're about to have some awesome stuff coming for this thing. So I'm very excited. Hope you guys get excited as well, because it's going to be insane and fun and just a blast. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content coming soon, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everyone.